Yes, so I like facilitating workshops on governance, and a couple of years ago I got a request from an organization to do a workshop, on a pro bono basis, free of charge. And I thought, okay, this is now my social responsibility. I'm going to do the workshop and also provide resources and all of that. A few days before the workshop, I actually phoned the organization and asked just to get an idea as to how many people will be coming to the workshop. And the person was saying about 50. So I went on that day, with the CDs and the printouts, and there were 5 people. Well, 4, because the one was a person working there as the cleaner. But I thought, okay, he had to be at the workshop anyhow. So, I was disappointed because there was a lot of work that was put in, for the workshop, and people didn't pitch because it was, I think, a governance workshop. And a few days after that, I was asked to speak at another conference, but it was about fundraising for NPOs, and the place was packed out, and that was good for them, but it sort of fueled my frustration a bit, because I thought, if there's a fundraising workshop, it's packed out. Governance workshop, it's not. And I think actually the governance workshop is important to get the funding, and that's why I was asked to talk about it. And I was telling the participants, listen, if this was called a governance workshop, you wouldn't be here. And I was a bit upset, and I had to explain why governance is so important to. And for me, that it's an important principle, because as organizations, when we set up our organizations, the principle should actually be that we pursue a public benefit objective, and we use our funds in pursuit of that objective. But somehow some organizations, I think, they use their public benefit objective to pursue funds, which I think is a misguided strategy. And in my view, the organizations that are successful are the ones that are focused on their public benefit objective, and the resources tend to follow those kind of organizations. And that's so important. But since that time, I've also realized I have to be more diplomatic when I talk about these issues. I can't get upset if people don't come to the governance workshop. But it was an important lesson for me, to learn.